Well, all right then. It's time to fire this guy up for the first time and see if it makes some noise. I'll kind of take a few pictures here as we go along of what the inside of the chassis looks like there. I put the tube sockets back here to just straight 6L6. You know, I was looking those guys over, and I've had a whole bunch of repairs doing tube sockets lately for some odd reason. And I just started looking at them, and it was just a little questionable to me, and I thought, you know, I'm going to go ahead and swap these guys out. And so, so I did. When I put them back, I just put it stock Bassman. But anyway, I put brand new power tube sockets because, and along with the 470 ohm screen grids there, just, you know, make sure this guy comes on every time you flip the switch. We want it to sound good, no problems. And so that's the way we're going to treat it. All right, so here we go. Power's on. Let's step over here to the variac, flip it on, and let's bring it up nice and slow. Amps are nice and low. That's good. 60 volts. I don't see any smoke. I think that's a good sign. And let's go ahead and crank it up here a little bit. 90 volts. We got some light here from the really cool gel that I put in there. And okay, let's just crank it on up here to 117 volts, what Fender says. There it is. And let's grab the old meter here. Let's check some bias. Sorry for my fingers in the way there. All right, plate voltage. Where are we going to get that? I make this little, see how this thing's raised up a little bit? That's for our friendly techs, so they got something to grab onto and bleed it. Let's see, what do we got here for plate voltage? Let's set it to volts first. Okay, there we go. And voila, 427, not too bad. At 117 volts on the variac. Plug this thing directly into the wall, and that number is going to go up. All right, and then I'm going to come over here and right off of this coupling cap here, I'm going to grab a reading. And look at that, 47 milliamps, and this is your bias control right here. And it's actually it's a bias adjustment here. It's not a balance control or any of that business like the later silver faces had. This is the real black face way. It's really the only way to do it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now let's go over here and let's check the cathode to see what we got here on some voltage there. Good. And good, I'm happy. Let's go over here to the Marshall side. Sometimes these guys make a little noise when you're hooking up to them. See if I can't not shock myself while I'm doing this and holding the phone. It's kind of running through here. 60 volts, good, and good. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with those volts. I can't believe the bias was pretty much right on the money. So I'm going to take my tone generator here, my trusty tone gen. Let's turn that down around 20, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, that's good enough. And let's see if it makes some sound. I just got plugged into a speaker here in the shop. Whoa! We have noise. Let's check the Marshall side here. Oh yeah. Mid boost. Not deep switch, mid boost. Alright, we got noise. Next video, we plug a guitar into it. We see how she sounds. Got some tube amp Dr. 6L6s in there, and the tubes in V1, I believe I've got an RCA, and I've got a Raytheon in V2 there, and a couple other US tubes. Stuck a new old stock AT7 for your phase inverter. It's a 4th tube in, and I'm pretty happy. So next video I'll combine here and we will plug a guitar in and see what this old boy sounds like. Awesome, I'm happy.